My wonderful friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, good morning here in California. Good afternoon there in the East Coast. So I am delighted to be here for what looks like is going to be a weekly YouTube mini reading show for you and for me and for the Gregory to come through and answer those questions you're asking. Hello there. Hey, Nicole. I love you all. Lola D. Hi, everybody coming on and saying hello. So I'm looking forward to coming on here weekly to be with you, to answer your questions, to be available to share the Gregory wisdom, and to create this space for you to be with you while you're connecting with me and everybody else in the chat room. Hello, y'all, folks. Delightful to see you showing up, morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at. The plan is that Kelly and I are going to be doing separate YouTubes for now. We may do some more together later. I'm going to be on Thursday mornings, California time, afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. And I'll be doing probably one Saturday morning a month. And the plan is, in the beginning, I'm just going to let Spirit choose whoever needs to be read for first. We're going to be doing free mini reads for the first half hour. And the second half hour, if you want to make sure your question gets answered, you go to up at the top, I have www.paypal.me/BobbieG333. Okay, so that is staying there for y'all to look at. And Kelly and I are in the process of growing this YouTube channel. So any of you who love to be a part of this, who want to contribute and want to just press that lovely old super chat to donate money to help us get more people here so that you will have readings available to you every day. There will be something available for you on this channel every day to grow yourself spiritually, to help you move more powerfully into the life that you want to live, that you were meant to live. And we want to be here to help guide you, to assist you, to answer your questions, and to create the space, most importantly, to create the space for you to grow. And I see Kelly is here. Hello, Kelly. Delightful to have you here talking about what we're doing. And it's delightful that I started working with Kelly 20 years ago. Well, Gregory. She says things often that Gregory told her that I don't even remember, because that's the way it is when you channel. And now it's turnaround. She's guiding me. She's helping me. And Gregory told me this morning that it is important that I let Kelly shine and help me in any way she can, because this is her stepping more powerfully into her power. And you all know she's powerful anyway. So this is just wonderful. I'm so excited about all that we're doing. And thank you, Kanga. Yes, I see that. Okay. Kanji. Okay. And so let me do a Gregory message. That's the Bobbie message right there. And then I will be taking questions from the chat. And then I'll be moving into the second half of the show, where you get to do it through PayPal. All right. So let me calm down here a little bit. Actually, my darlings, we love it when she is this wound up and excited, because her energy is vibrating so powerfully at such a high decibel. It only takes a mini step for us to get in here to do the mini reads. Because when we are working with you, my darlings, we want you to know that the more powerfully high your vibration is, the easier it is for us to get through. That's why we encourage you to say words like gratitude and peace and love and those high vibration energies. That's why we encourage you to stay in the pictures and the energy of positive thinking that makes you feel vibrant and alive and attached to your life in wonderful ways. Because when you're moving powerfully in those formats, when you're in that energy, you are moving into the energy that is spirit. If we could give you just we're just going to pick some numbers here. Normally the human, let's say, vibrates at, well, when you're depressed and yucky, at about a 2. And the average person, let's say they vibrate at about a 10. And when they're thinking happy thoughts, they move up to a 20. When they think to spiritual, it's 30. When they think to joy and abundance, it's 100. When they think to connecting with spirit, it's 1,000. And when you're working with someone like Kelly and Bobbie, we're in the thousands when they're doing the channeling, because they've practiced, raising their vibrations, being in that energy, moving up to what it takes to be in connection with spirit. Now, we can connect with you at any of those levels. We can connect you when you're down in the dumps. We can connect when you're thinking normal, just day-to-day life. We can connect with you when you're a little bit happier. We can connect with you when you're in love. We can connect with you at any time. The challenge is your ability to connect and see us, your ability to be with us and to hear our messages is much more likely at the higher vibrations. That's why we love it when you work with Kelly, finding out about those different levels of moving into the higher vibrations mentioned by the Abraham vortex. That's why we love it when you come to these gatherings with Kelly and Bobbie and other spiritual people that you resonate with, so that you raise your vibration in that moment, because when you raise your vibration, you're more able to hear what we have to say. Because a lot of what we're doing here in this chat room, in this venue, on this YouTube, is we're working with each and every one of you. We're not limited to the Bobbie. We're not limited to this camera. We're not limited to this room. We are out in the ethers of all that is with all of you. And you are connected with us. And in those moments we work with you, we're raising your vibration so you can feel the possibilities that exist in your life, so that you can feel the opportunities coming through for you, so that you can hear and sense and touch and smell and feel, whatever modality works best for you, the messages that we have for you. We don't want you to be limited to just thinking it has to be auditory hearing or feeling. Some people come through painting. Some people do it through writing. Some people do it through music. There's so many modalities. But when you're in your bliss, you're in touch with spirit, and spirit's messages get through. We're always here for you. We're never turned off. The light doesn't cease to exist when you don't have the light switch on in the room. But when you turn the light switch on in the room, you can see way better. You turn on the electricity to the light so that you can see. It's the same way when you move to those higher vibrations. You flip that switch and allow yourself to move into the possibilities, move into the opportunities, move into the knowingness of our energy. And in the energy, darlings, is your answers, is your guidance, is what you need to know to move more powerfully forward in your lives. So that is our message from the Gregory. Well, thank you, Ari. Okay. Yes. Saying something about getting high-pitched ringing sounds. Guessing, yes. That is one way they get through, Ari. Whatever modality, there are many paths. And if something's feeling different, ask, is this a message for me? And feel whether or not the resonant energy for you goes, yes, yes. There are so many different ways for spirit to get through. And fine-tuning your ability for spirit to get through, half Bobbie, half Gregory here, is very important that you practice. What you're seeing here, my darlings, this is Gregory, is as wonderful as this lady is, nothing special. She merely has been practicing for over 30 years. She's merely showed up and journaled and channeled. She's merely asked our questions. She's merely answered those questions through journaling or auditory on tapes. Well, now it's on CDs. Well, now it's on electronic implements. So she's merely done the homework to allow what you're seeing happening. She is a vehicle to show you what you can look like. We want this for you. We're here to show you how. And we're here to answer your questions just about life in general. All righty. So, my darlings, so we want to repeat that we're available. I have openings tomorrow if you get in there soon. And then I have openings next Thursday and Friday for private readings. If you want more intense, focused Gregory, just helping you be more of you and answer those questions at www.BobbieG.com/readings. And I should have highlighted that. Okay. So I'm going to go over here and put that in. And I will make it so I can do that periodically. And I'm showing up as Kelly Lunt because I'm on her site because we're doing her channel. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment to breathe. Hello to everybody. I'm seeing so many. Maria, Mary, Trista, Ivory, Health, Lily, Natalie, Fraz. Love seeing all of you here, my darlings. So first, I would like to ask, Kanga, do you have a question? Kanji Cosmos, do you have a question? I love that name. And then, I'm seeing if Kanji is still here and has a question. For any of you who want to help support what we're doing here on on this site to develop it and grow it and have more people here to do readings for you, please press the super chat button and donate to Kelly Lunt to allow us to grow this process for you, to make this information available for you. This is going to grow, guys. It's going to be good. So anybody who wants to play, please do that. While I'm waiting to see if Kanji comes forward with a question, I'm going to say, I'm going to kind of just travel up here and pull out who I think deserves a reading right now. Well, you all deserve a reading, my darlings. I'm just going to see which ones. Okay, Lola D, definitely. Question about mom passing. Okay. Let's see. I already answered Ari's. Yes, you were getting a message when you were, okay, and Trista Love. Okay. Random thoughts. Okay. Wish there was a way for me to, is there a way for me to pin these things so I can know? Okay, no. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm still learning how to use this thing. Kanga, yes, I'm wanting to do something new in my channel. My mini live birth chart reads for planet transit of the day. Look into audience chart live to give guidance. Am I on the right track? Okay, Kanji. Pay attention to the energy in the center of your body, my darling. Pay attention when you're choosing those various tasks you want to do to grow your channel. We're we're trying to get through most powerfully through this vortex here in the heart chakra area, because you've tuned yourself in to being able, that's our most powerful connector, is this heart chakra area for you. Some people will use the gut, some people will use the head, but for you, Kanji, this is the heart area. And most importantly, we want you to let those self-doubt confabulations release, because you're gathering information from multiple sources to help you navigate the process of growing your business, of growing your ability to expand what you're doing and to reach people. What we want you to know, and you know this, but we're going to remind you, you're not doing this alone. It isn't all up to the egoic mind. The egoic mind is trying to figure it all out and have control. What you're trying to do here, darling, doesn't come from the egoic mind. The egoic mind's job is to carry out the inklings that spirit gives you, to carry out those feelings inside you get that say, yeah, okay, I'm going to try this one. Then the egoic mind gets to say, well, yeah, I like that part and I want to do more. And no, that one isn't what I want. Spirit, give me something else. But remember, this isn't just a job you're doing on your own. You're doing it with spirit. It's spirit led. Well, it's your leading, but spirit driven to give you the information. And your job is to pay attention to that energy inside of you. Pay attention to that feeling that says, okay, this feels good. And when you're wondering, sometimes you're going to have to try things out that you're not sure about, but you won't know until you try it out. We don't know how to guide you until you try it out, because it's your physical life. It's your journey. And we're here to guide you on what you want, but we're not in charge of telling you what to want. We're in charge of helping you find what you want and helping you fine tune to that vibration, because we can see when you're in alignment and the vibration is really powerful. And if you breathe into the center of your heart, my darling, and you breathe into that knowing space, and you go, okay, this one feels good enough to try, and you take those steps. So you're on the right chart, on the right path, and that you're working with us, that you're taking the steps. All you need to do is let go of those doubting doubts, feel into what feels right, take the step and reassess and reconnect with us. And we will continue to guide you, darling. Yes, yes, yes. So did that make sense, Kanji? Okay. Thank you, Kelly. I see a super chat. Okay. And I will put you on the list. Okay. Interest of love. Okay. Okay, I'm taking a swallow of water while I'm waiting for Kanji to respond. See if she got the information and understood. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yes, all true. Exactly on spot. Feels great. Sorry. They're working outdoors on stuff and it's causing a bit of phlegm in the throat, darlings. Okay, Gregory, take that away. All right, so the next one we're going to address is Lola. Okay, Lola. Mother is saying thank you. Thank you for being in touch. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for releasing me back to the light. I was scared, and yet here I see there was nothing to fear. I am so grateful to be released from the struggle. Could I have stayed in health? I would have wanted to stay in play, but it was no longer being fun. And your willingness to step up and do what needed to be done. Your soul to my soul, greatly appreciated. Blessings, my darling. I love you. Okay. Lola, that one called to me because I had a sister-in-law who was in the hospital, and I had said when she went in, I was not going to be the Suzette channel, and she said to me loud and clear, yes, you are. And I had the gift of being the channel between her and her children through a very difficult time while she was in a coma. And I got to watch that whole process and understand profoundly that crossing from many, many aspects, seeing inside of her, seeing inside of the children, being a conduit between the two of them. It was really a profound, profound experience for me, and grew me spiritually and my skills incredibly. Yes, you made the right decision. And yeah, definitely, if you go back and listen to what she was saying, she was so grateful that she couldn't get better. And hanging on, even though she was afraid and wanted to hang on, was painful. By releasing her, you allowed her to go to the other side and find the joy that exists there. So, hard decision, Lola. Feel for you, darling. Okay. Okay, so, my darlings, I'm getting a lot of people here that I'm going to go on and answer as many of these as I can in the half-hour time before we go on to the private reads over in PayPal. So let me see. We're going back to Trista. Trista, could you put your question again? Because I don't know. It's hard to go back up here. It called to me at the time. Random thoughts, doubting self, guidance for letting those doubts go. Yes. Okay, Trista. You're welcome, Lola. Okay, Trista. Yes. Let them go. The random thoughts and doubts, and this is for all of you. This is not just for Trista. We chose this question because so many of you, when you're doing your spiritual journey, when you're trying to connect with spirit, when you're trying to follow those intuitions, the egoic mind wants to understand everything. It wants to know why you had that thought. It wants to know where those inklings come through. It wants to have control, and it can't. Because the egoic mind can only see what we believe you call 3D, your current environment. People, places, things happening in your current environment. And that's good information for navigating your physical life, but it's not accurate for being able to discern wisdom from spirit. From spiritual wisdom, you need to be able to let go and be in that not knowing place. You need to live in the question. You need to be in that place where you're uncomfortable and not quite sure. Because in that uncomfort and not quite sureness, when you hang out there for a while, things begin to percolate and come together, and wonderings begin to happen. And when you allow the wonderings to happen and be in that space, eventually what happens is a specific wondering will come through, and you'll breathe into it and you'll go, oh, I think this is the one I need to act on. Then ego comes in and says, well, are you sure you need to act on it? How do you know you need to act on it? What are you going to do to act on it? What's the next step? So-and-so didn't act on it. And you just go, it's okay. It's okay, ego. I love you. Pat ego on the head. Give it a kiss. Give it a hug. And just say, I'm going to hang out with this possibility. I'm going to see where this is at for me. And allow that space of unknowingness to be, and know that it is part of the process. Know that that is the reason why you have that. Okay, that's the answer for you. And this is Bobbie coming through for a little bit. And you're welcome, Lola and Kanga. And yes, thank you. And I'm glad y'all are chatting with each other too. I think that message was half for me because this morning my channeling was about how I'm right in the middle of this unknowing place where I just know something's happening, but I don't know what. I know that we're on the precipice of something, but I don't know what. And sometimes Gregory will choose things for all of you, but he also wants me to get messages that I can get when I'm reading for you better than I get reading for me. It's interesting how this all happens. We all help each other, guys. So thank you for asking the questions that I need to know and hoping I know all of this is of value. Yes, I know. Okay. You wouldn't have chosen if it wasn't. Okay. 30 years and I still question the Gregory. Go figure, guys. That's the human part of my bobbiness that understands where y'all are coming from. Sometimes I have to tell Gregory, come down to the planet and say that. Okay, so let's go back up here to Kelly. Are you still here, Kelly? K-E-L-L-E. Kelly, will I meet my true soulmate this August? Well, darling, okay, we're going to have some words to share with you, darling. Okay. Okay, Kelly. And then we're going to go on to Aline. Okay. So, Kelly, I'm assuming you're still here, darling. K-E-L-L-I-E. Okay. My darling, the first thing we need to share with you is there is no absolute true soulmate. We believe the question you're really wanting to ask is, am I going to meet someone that will help me navigate my life beautifully, that I can be energetically aligned with, who is energetically aligned with me, that will facilitate my growth on this journey? See the difference in the question? One is looking for a specific person, a specific label, a specific idea, a soulmate, a construct that you have in your literature and in your belief systems about someone who's coming through who's just for you and nobody else, and only one per person. We would never limit you like that. There's 9 billion people on the planet and growing. We would never, ever want to have only one leaf on your tree of possibility. For the tree would look stark and barren. What we want for you and what's truly available for you, Kelly, and anybody else who's looking for a soulmate, is a tree of multiple leaves of possibility out there. Now, the next question, instead of you looking for them to find you and us to bring them to you, is what do I need to do? And who do I need to be to draw in the energy that I'm seeking? So first is getting clear on the energy you're seeking, what it is you're looking for, and saying this or something better to spirit so we can add to those things that you're not aware of. And then looking to be that which you are seeking. If you want a loving relationship, you have to be loving. If you want a supportive person, you have to be supportive. If you want somebody strong, you need to be strong. If you want somebody who will understand you, you need to be understanding. So when you are in alignment with yourself on the qualities that you're wanting in a mate, then you vibrate at that, and that draws to you the individuals out there who could be a match for you. Then your job is to work with us to weed out the, yeah, I like that one, but nah, that isn't a match. Oh, they already have a mate. Nope. Okay, that's really good. Oh, I think this is a possible. I'm going to play with this one for a while and see if it works. So you get a chance to play with the possibilities that are coming to you. Now, one thing we will say is that you've been doing enough personal work that we feel that it's possible that you could be drawing forward more individuals into your vortex. And if you'll fine tune your question to some of the things that we've said here, work on yourself while you're creating the space for that person to show up, and then open the possibilities past a soulmate into multiple opportunities and allow yourself to flow with the possibilities that are going. And that is our message for Kelly, which we hope she was around to hear it. Okay, so now we're going to go on. We're going to take two more questions. We're going to read for, let's go back up here, for Eleni. Alini? Okay. Okay, so you've got very specific questions, darling. How does George feel about my video message today? Okay. My darling, we're going to fine-tune a general answer for you. The general reading for you, Alini, is that you are, the picture is you kind of stumbling around and reaching out, and it's like you're grasping for something. You're grasping from that place of desperateness, from that place of need. And from that place of desperateness and need, you're creating an energy that isn't inviting in the people you want. It isn't inviting in the vibration you want. It isn't inviting in what it is you need to move more powerfully in your life, my darling. If you will breathe in and center and know that you are loved, know that you are beautiful, know that you have potentiality and possibility, know that you can breathe, relax, and be in the flow, that life will happen through you if you allow it. But in this grasping, reaching, worried space, you're not creating the energy you want to create. It's a matter of trusting that the universe is here to support you, regardless of what you've heard in the past, regardless of what you're afraid of. And it's very important that you breathe into and slow down and allow. You're doing okay. When you're grasping, you're pushing the river. You're pushing the river. You're pushing the river. Put your information out there and see what comes back. If what comes back is not what you want, then let it go and move on. If it's what you want, see whether it's what you really want, and then work on it some. But know that there is a multitude of possibilities out there. You're not limited. Remove the fear of lack and limitation and let yourself flow, Alini. It's very important to let yourself flow and begin to trust that spirit is always here guiding you. You just need to breathe, focus, center, and allow. Okay, so we are at the halfway mark. I'm going to answer Libra's question. And then I'm going to be taking questions for those of you who still want questions answered. For the second half of the show, you go to, okay, what do I have here? Control V. Oh, well, that's to get a private reading with me, is www.BobbieG.com/readings. I have openings available tomorrow if you get on there quick, because Acuity stops people from doing it certain number of hours ahead of time. And then if you want to make sure your questions get answered here, go to www.paypal.me, paypal.me/BobbieG333. Okay, so those are there for those of you who want readings. And that's $20 for, they'll be a little bit more in depth. So while we're waiting to see if somebody goes over and looks for those readings on the PayPal, let me see. I'm going to do Libra. Okay, and thank all of you who've been here and have been working with us. This is really exciting. Okay. So I'm going to breathe. I'm going to focus, and I'm going to bring in Libra's question. Libra, we're going to change your question. The question was, how clean I am spiritually, ? We want to change the word there. We want to affirm that you are working well to raise your vibration and be in alignment with your highest calling. We want to tell you we appreciate that you are releasing energies from ego and from other people that don't serve where you want to be spiritually. We see that sometimes you're surrounded with individuals and situations that kind of weight you down. And in those situations, you're going, I'm going to let this one go. That doesn't feel right. But because of the energies around you, there's a part of you, because you're an empath, that is absorbing that energy. And what we want you to do is begin to utilize a process where you release, where you visualize and feel when you're feeling that stuck, things just don't feel right energy. We want you to either visualize, feel, both. We're going to give you the picture we're seeing. You're sitting there and you're getting an energy and it just doesn't quite feel in alignment with who you are and how you are. You close your eyes. You take the 3 cleansing breaths, breathing in once. Hold and breathe out. Breathing in 2. Hold and breathe out. Breathing in 3. Hold and breathe out. And then visualize a ball of energy. Feel a ball of energy lifting out and say, I release to the universe all that does not serve me. I release to the universe all that is not service to others. I release to the universe and I allow the energy of spirit to be in, around, and through me. I know my highest and best good is always here for me. I know I incorporate and encompass this energy. I give thanks for this wondrous, wondrous feeling and balance. I am cleansed, I am whole, I am. So Libra, that is a process that you and anyone who's feeling stuck and struggled can do. Okay, so we're going to go over here and see if anybody has signed up to have some private readings. Well, private, semi-private, longer readings. There we go. Okay, so Lorna has. Okay, let me go to Lorna and see what your question is. Okay, so Lorna, oh, I forgot to tell you guys to put a question in there. Okay, Lorna, would you, oh, Lorna, I know you, darling. How wonderful. Well, are you on the chat here, Lorna? Okay, and I have Concha coming on too. So, Lorna, can you type in your question, darling? Yes, you're here. Hi, Lorna. That was my financial coach that got me unstuck in so many ways. Oh, she is a wonder if you're still doing that, Lorna. That bless you for all you did for me, sweetheart. Okay, and then I'll read for Concha. Okay. So, Lorna, what is your question, darling? And Kelly did get the question good and answers. So I need to go here and go here. And click that there. Yep, that's still just showing that there. Okay. So Lorna, what is your question? Do you just want a general read? General read, I mean. Okay, here we go. I'm in a wondrous change, but I'm not clear where I'm going yet. Wonder their insight from your side of the mystery. Okay, Lorna, let us do. Cool. Glad you are asking, Lorna. Okay. Picture you standing in front of a wall, feeling the wall, trying to find the answers, trying to see if you can find the answers in the wall. The answer's not in the wall, Lorna. You need to step back and look at the wall of considerations, fears, and doubts that are coming up for you. We want you to make a list of what those fears, doubts, and considerations are. Okay. Then we want you to make a list of why those aren't the truth. Then we want you to make a list of how you can move beyond each and every one of them. And then we want you to get a separate sheet of paper and we want you to write down all of your excitement about the possibilities you're seeing coming available in your life. If you will clear yourself with that first list and then write the list of what you're wanting to have happen, as you write the second list, and you're just writing, you're not editing on all of these lists. Well, on the first list with the negative, you're just writing, then you're thinking about the other two. But when you get to the positive of what you're seeing as potential, you're just writing, no editing. Don't let the brain come in there and try and say that won't work. Then after you're finished writing as much as you can write, you take a break. You do the 3 cleansing breaths that we led a previous listener on. And then you go back and feel each one of them. And as you feel each one of them, certain ones are really going to resonate for you, Lorna, specifically for you in the heart and the throat, because some of this is feeling the energy, but some of it is speaking your truth. Okay, so it's going to be important that you feel into the energy and go, okay, this one's looking good. And then speak. This feels like there's someone or something you need to speak to about getting out of your way And you can do it nicely, but it still needs to be done that you say, okay, I'm going for this. I am going for this. So go back and listen to this. This is the 3-step process. Fears and considerations, why they're a lie, what you can do to stop them. Next page, visions and hopes and dreams, written as fast as you can. Breathe, center, focus. Go back and feel into which one you want to start with, because you're going to start with something, but you're not going to stop there. You're going to start with something, and then you're going to feel into how that works. And you're going to keep that list of what you liked so that you can go back to it later and go, okay, well, that one, yeah, I really, really like. I'm going to do more of that. But this one here I thought might work too. And you're going to go and you're going to work on that. Okay, so you're going to keep that as possibilities. So that's what we're seeing for you, Lorna, is you need to clear some stuff away, step back from the wall, and girlfriend, you're going to rock and roll. I can see the potential of new possibilities coming to you. And it is going to be so much fun. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. Now, okay. So Concha, Yoga with Concha. Hey, guys. If you haven't experienced Concha's yoga, darling, I don't know what channel you're on or what you're doing. I've been away for a little bit. Fabulous. I feel it too, especially the fun. Great, Lorna. Glad you got it, darling. And so delighted to connect with you. I've been wondering where you were. Thought about you frequently. Okay. So delightful to have you here playing. And Lorna, did you hear about this when I sent out an email? Because I finally sent out an email telling people what I'm doing. I was curious how you found me. So while I'm waiting for Lorna to answer that, I'm going to go to Concha, who wants a general message. Okay, Concha. Okay, Concha. My darling, the picture is you standing on one toe with your hands up. It's a beautiful yogic pose. The problem is you're standing on one toe, and it's not a stable place for you to be. You're opening to the possibilities, which is wondrous, but there needs to be, you need to slow that foot down and ground it for a little bit, darling. Find your footing. Find your bearing. You have been moving so fast through new and expansive and growth that you're just on one toe, just moving, which has been really wonderful to expand your business, to expand your life, to move into the things you want to move into. But you need to slow down a little bit and ground, because you're feeling like you haven't gone anywhere. You're feeling like you have not gone anywhere, but you're feeling like you haven't done enough. And in reality, you're up against the growth edge so much you can't see that you're in the growth edge. When you go into the growth edge, you're pushing through the membrane of the growth edge, and it feels like you aren't getting anywhere, but in reality, you're absolutely getting somewhere. You're moving so fast because you're not able to, you're inside the box you're looking to see. Oh, I'm having trouble with my metaphors here. Okay, she got the email. Thank you. You're looking outside the box. You're in the box trying to figure out what's happening in the box, and we're outside the box telling you that box is moving through space, baby. And it's really important that you ground yourself, that you move that foot down and take a second to assess. Breathe, relax, and assess. We don't want to stop the movement, but we want you to breathe, relax, and assess what's going on. Okay? It's really important, Concha, because until you kind of assess where you're at, darling, you're at the point where you're going to start stumbling forward instead of making concerted, focused, spirit guided, wise steps. Do you understand, my darling? That is our message for Concha. Absolutely, darling. Oh, golly, this is fun. This hour just flew by. Oh, my goodness. So while Concha's responding, I just want to thank everybody who made super chats. Thank everybody who has showed up. Let you know that Kelly Lunt has her High Vibe Monday. She has her membership program. You can find out more about what Kelly's doing at www.kellylunt.com. For those of you who want private, in-depth readings and life coaching and spiritual guidance from BobbieG and the Gregory, where we can really deep dive into what's going on for you in your lives and help you find the right questions to move forward with, go to www.BobbieG.com. Oh, you're welcome, Lola. Yes. Okay. So, yes. And yes, Lorna, we need to connect outside this arena. That would be nice. You're welcome, everybody. This has been really, really fun. So, okay, Concha, I understand. So you are saying that I should assess where I am, how far I've come. Does that mean appreciating how far I've come, or does that mean take a look at how far and where I want to go? Appreciating where you're at, Concha. Appreciating where you're at, taking a breath to reassess all the successes, look to see what worked, look to see what didn't work, but pay attention to more what worked, because you're noticing what didn't work too much. You need to pay attention to what did work, slow down, assess, and then breathe before you start taking another step. They're saying you did good. Half Bobbie, half Gregory here. They're saying you done good, girl. You've been moving forward greatly. But now is a time to reassess, slow down, think, get grounded, and then move forward again. Okay. So everybody, oh my goodness, this has been such fun. We're going to be doing this. I want to remind you that I'm going to be here on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific. It's 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be doing probably, I think, the first Saturday at 9 a.m. So I've got to talk to Kelly about that one. So we're working out the logistics of that so that we don't double book each other. And the format's going to be, the first half of the show is I just pick whoever I pick or read for the super chats. And then the second half is people who want more in-depth mini reads, pay $20 at my Gmail account. So we are having such fun here, guys. This has just been wonderful. I'm going to do a closing Gregory message for everybody. And yeah, and I just want to double check that whether anybody has left a request for a reading. I don't want to skip anybody that asked for a reading. Nope. Okay. Okay, we got it. Okay, so for closing, my darlings, always it is a delight to come together in this format. We want each and every one of you to remember that everything that has been said here, whether you're physically on this YouTube or whether you're listening in the archives, has been fine-tuned to give you the information you need to move forward with your life. Listen to each answer and ask, how would that answer serve me? For we choose questions frequently that will help everybody. Because as unique as you all are, there's so many similarities. It is quite easy for us to help all of you. Plus, remember that even when we're not on this call, we're working with you and fine-tuning your energy when you listen to the messages. So in all of our talking, we come through to be of service to you. That is our bliss. That is our joy. That is how we serve you as you serve us, as this experience called life on planet Earth moves forward for all involved, physical and non-physical. And in all of that, my darlings, we invite you to take what you like, leave the rest, trust the flow, and let those good times roll, for they are definitely rolling. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so pleased that everybody has found me here, that people are going to be coming back, that people are appreciating the messages, and that I get to come play with y'all and the Gregory. Okay, sweet ones, we're going to sign off. We will be back next Thursday to do more BobbieG and Gregory readings.